him again.
Here we go again. Mo Salah! Unbelievable!
It's 3-0, it's game over.
The cross back in, it's a great ball, back pass! Oh, Western Sydney!
Hello and welcome back to the United by Football podcast, or the UBF podcast, whatever you like to call us. I'm Abs and I'm here with Alan Stacic today. How are you, Alan?
Yeah, really good. Just came back from training. The boys pulled up well. We just had a recovery session from yesterday. Tom said he couldn't make it, so he's actually training the boys now in the recovery. So just thought I'd come past and just wanted to check in, Abs. Have we converted you yet to a Wanderers fan? Or?
Unfortunately not, no.
Sad times. Abs, we've got a really good project there going on. The boys believe, and I think we are going to make that top four and bring glory back to Western Sydney.
Thanks, Alan.
Hey guys, Thomas Athletic is still here. Just the hair is absolutely atrocious today. There's my forehead. Please don't make a meme out of it. The hair is atrocious, so we're doing the Abdul style and wearing a hat / do-rag.
Right, there's a... you can't just reveal your freaking hairline.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's enough room for Barella to make a run there. Love you, mate.
No comment. No comment.
I said, from someone with a receding hairline, I can accept my own faults.
Oh, so that's why your mum, she contacted me and she goes, did you see why $3,600 got removed out of your bank account?
Yeah, trip to Turkey.
Trip to Turkey?
Yeah, 100%.
Wow.
You might join me at some point.
Okay, Abs. Abs, mate, how you been?
United by hair transplant.
United by receding hairlines. Salam, mate, how you been?
Yeah, not too bad.
Have you recovered from Wednesday? Wednesday was a massive game.
This last week has been crazy.
Unbelievable.
I think we experienced just a week of football, freaking heritage crowds experience.
We literally went from Park through to NPL to A-League. Yeah. Take me to Wednesday. Take me to specifically about 8:21 when Uncliffe Aurora took the lead against an NPL one side. Take me to that moment, Abs.
Yeah, so if you guys didn't know, Uncliffe Aurora, which is an association side at Football St George, beat an NPL one team named Mount Druitt Town Rangers. Now, you might think, no, it doesn't. It's the third time it's happened ever.
History makers.
And the way it happened and the amount of fans that were there and what we experienced. And I'm so glad that we were there to be able to capture everything.
Absolutely.
And we shared it the next morning. Oz Cup jumped onto it as well. Absolutely. You know, I think Football New South Wales were looking at it. It's just
massive thanks to Uncliffe.
Yeah.
Massive.
Yeah.
And Abs, I seriously couldn't believe it. Yes, say what you like about Flair, say what you like about active support, but in my opinion, Abs, that made the night. And I want to take you to those scenes in the change rooms where literally there was, I think, about 400 people in that change room, Abs.
It was shaking.
And I've never seen a roof shake. The roof above us was shaking before, but I've never seen a roof shake the way, man. And that was purely from noise, purely from jumping. And yeah, we're going to reference back to Croatia because that's what I do on this podcast, Abs. Obviously, Alan Stacic himself. But Abs, that took me to a couple of moments where this is why we like football. This is why we love football. This is why football is in our blood, because I only believe that is the sport that can give you those moments. Those moments of unity between just a bunch of boys, just complete strangers, likewise with the ladies as well. But just a bunch of... I'm an Uncliffe fan, and I've got no cultural ties, no area ties, but the way they welcomed us in, and it was, I loved it. Seriously, I couldn't get enough of it. I'm buzzing to go next week.
Yeah, well, we've got that game on Wednesday next week. It's confirmed today, 7 p.m.
Beautiful.
And then they have their biggest rival. They're pretty much their biggest game of the year at home against Banksia Tigers. Usually that gets about 2,000 people out there. Yes, it's a Park Football Club that gets about 2,000 people out there.
Fucking
hell. I'll tell you this, though. You know, you say there's no cultural ties. For me, it's the opposite.
Correct, yeah, absolutely.
It's a Lebanese club. Yep. You know, at the end of the day, you know, as a Lebanese person, as someone with a Lebanese background, you know, football is a big part of our country.
Absolutely.
Sport's a big part of our country. And we don't have much of a presence when it comes to football, but this club is our presence. This club is what we represent. This club, you know, it started all the way back in Lebanon in I think it's Yerun in Lebanon in 1961. They played through the years, and then in 1991 it became Uncliffe Aurora. Aurora means to rise. It means the rising sun. And then they have a word, I think it's almost like an ethos for the club, Fajr. Fajr is like, it's the same thing. It's the rising of the sun or sunrise.
Just for the, would I be right to say like rise above our opponents or rise above?
It's kind of, we rise, it goes hand in hand with the new kind of ethos hashtag created over there. We rise together.
Yep. Okay.
So that's kind of, it means a bit, that club has meant a bit more to me. Now, I've only been there for the last, we've been around for
sometimes
the last.
you feel at home there, Abs. Sometimes you get that cultural connection with the club. You get that geographic connection with the club. You maybe get that religious connection with the club, and it's just those things. And I obviously want to take you to your club, Abs, in the A League, FC versus Auckland. And mate, for a moment there, it looked like top 5 was possible, top 4, which was out of reach for you guys back in there. But Klaus FC do what FC do, and Segacic is not striking, no one else is, and they got it back to 2-2, Abs. Quickly, I want to take you to Adrian Segacic.
Adrian!
Thank you, Rocky. Man, 2 absolute thunderbolts. We're talking any keeper in the world struggles with it.
Yeah.
The second one, we're having a chat to Tristan Vidakovic, MPL keeper for the Wanderers, and he said the second one you could do a bit better. That first one, there's no saving. The movement on the ball, the trajectory of the ball, and the power behind it was a different level, brother.
I'm gonna jump the gun here. I reckon for a second week running, a lightweight athletic club player. Of the week.
We'll decide it after the A League because I've got a challenger for you.
Okay, fair enough.
We'll decide it. Yeah, but good promo. Good promo. I like it.
While we're here, head to lightweightathletic.com and use code UBF15 for 15% off all your lightweight athletic purchases. Let's give a bit of a angel clap. They've done a few things as well. I've seen
their anniversary as well.
Yeah.
So congratulations to them.
Oh,
there we go.
Happy birthday, lightweight athletic.
Happy birthday. We might be in your studio currently now, legally, of course. We're celebrating.
Nah, it's a good man. You know.
Should we do a toast, Abs? Let's do a toast. Right. Let's get our cans that are sponsored by Lightweight. Other way around, sorry.
Came out of the Lightweight.
Cheers to Lightweight. Let's drink it. You must drink it, Abs. My mother, this is caffeine free, just to let you know.
Yeah, sure.
Anyway, Salam.
Before we move on.
Let's get rid of that one.
No. But big shout out to Lightweight, I think.
Massive. They've been massive.
We met Anth about a year ago, maybe just to be what was it, around the MPL final time. So it's been about 8 months. Yeah. It's been massive. Lightweight's been massive. I feel like we've really grown alongside them as well, together, both on different parts.
It's like a relationship, Abs. You want to grow together, you don't want to grow apart. Yeah. And Lightweight's been nothing good to us and vice versa with us. And look forward and long live the relationship of UBF and LAC.
Just to clarify, you mean nothing but good to us?
Correct.
Yes.
Sorry, my apologies. Okay, moving on. Abdul, Auckland.
Oh, yeah.
6 big chances compared to FC 0. If Segacic isn't shining, are we a bit concerned?
Yeah, but if you're Sega, do you really resign? Like, just be honest with ourselves. If you've got, I don't know.
Surely there's offers coming in because that man has been nothing short of immense.
He's got Europe all over him. Like, I could see.
But where in Europe, Abs?
I could see him at a Dynamo. I could see him at a PSV. I could see him. Just look at the clubs that usually come for our players. I could see him doing well in Netherlands. I could see him potentially.
He went to Netherlands. He did go before.
Yeah, but the growth he's had this season,
different level.
Stepped up. He's. I was looking at a stat earlier today, and we were talking about it.
Tell me.
His goal per game ratio is 1.
So,
effectively, he's scoring a goal every 90 minutes. His XG per 90 is, it's not normal.
So, is this a case where he's good enough to go now, or is it one of those players that need one more year? All right. Like, for example, we had Callum Neuenhoff, Abs, a couple of years ago, club, XFC project. Went over, killed it, brilliant year. Should have got player of the year for us. Brilliant young midfielder. Then went to Scotland, and he's sort of up and down. I thought he should have personally stayed another year, would have killed it, and then he had that extra year of experience under his belt. I don't know his Sega, Abs.
Yeah, but okay. Sega, for example, moves to Western United next year.
No, what do you mean? Hello.
Flat out example. He moves to Western United.
Stays at FC.
Costa stays another year.
Okay.
He's not starting ahead of Costa. Costa's not coming to play on the bench.
Mate, he started today.
Respectfully, as good as he is,
Yeah.
this is where class outdoes form. Now, Sega's got class, but not to the
Are
level.
you saying that Sega doesn't start next week?
Well, if you got to fit Costa,
One second. Are you saying that Sega doesn't start next week? Because you played a 4-4-2 abs on the weekend, and you played Lolly and Sega up front.
Correct.
So,
Look, for me, unless he's playing on the left and Costa's gone to 10, I don't see him starting.
wow.
Just think about it. No, be honest with yourself. You got a fit Lolly, a fit Klimala, and a fit Costa.
No,
you
no,
can't, dude. As good as you are, how do you do that? It's like Ranieri for Arsenal. As good as he is, a fit Saka will always start ahead of him.
Now, you got two very important games.
Yeah.
You got a big, tough 3 schedule. You got Jets. Must win for your guys, folks, because you got MacArthur behind you just. And Adelaide, obviously. But you got the AFC Cup tie.
Yeah.
Midweek. One of them is going to start. The Sega start in the AFC or the Sega start in the league? Because don't be silly. He's going to start for one of them at least.
Look, well, you're down 2-0 in a Champions League tie that you have to win. If he's not starting all 4 of them, I'd be very surprised. If Sega, Costa, Lolly, and Klimala aren't all starting.
You go 0-4. Okay, you go 0-4.
Because he showed he could play off the right.
Yeah.
Against Auckland.
Yeah.
So you go Costa on the left, Klimala, Lolly up front, and then Sega on the right. Play who you want in midfield. You got a choice of Wahim, you got a choice of Senna, you could play Holman in there.
Yeah.
Do what you need to do. I don't really care. It's just I think that unfortunately for him, great player, right player, it's just wrong club.
Wow.
Dude, just be honest with yourself. Even from a club point of view, if you have Douglas Costa and you got him for another year, for example, per se, how does he start ahead of the Costa? He can't.
I've always been that coach, Salam, where if a player shows me and they've got that talent, they've got that drive, they've got that commitment, and they've got that ethos that represents how I like to coach, then he gets that start. I don't care who you are.
Yeah, but respectfully,
Salam, we see with Mata.
Respectfully, it's
See
not
with
like, but it's not like Mata.
I get that.
Costa's still got a lot more in the tank than
He
Mata.
scored his first league goal a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, but still, when he turns
at
it,
home, sorry, first league goal.
when he turns it on, like it's a
That I
whole
agree.
nother level.
That I agree.
Mata, like all respect to him, he's a great player, but
Wonderful player.
he can't.
He's got the legs.
He can't. He doesn't have the legs. But I think when it comes to Sega, bro, he's either going to another A-League club. I think I can see him at like a City or Western United. He'd kill it.
Western United. Big man, fuck off.
He'd
Sorry,
kill it at
no.
Okay, Western.
He's either going to Victory. He won't go to Wanderers. He just won't do that. So it's Victory, City.
MacArthur could throw big
Oh,
money
fuck,
at.
man. No, sorry. That's a massive downgrade from FC. That. Sorry.
But if they throw the book at
you
him-
got to think about coaching. You got to think about facilities. You got to think about prestige.
Well, who'd they lose?
FC's up there, someone.
Okay, I know, I understand that. But you look at, if he's not going overseas and he has offers on the table, and MacArthur's come to him and said, we're willing to pay you $500,000 a year or something like that. Big money.
Islam, apparently there's offers from Saudi Arabia.
I'd
what we've
go,
heard.
man. He'd kill it. He's a player that's got enough tools now. I think he's learnt this season. You got to remember who's learning from.
Can't sacrifice your career, man.
You got to, yeah, but
Everyone's different. Everyone at the end of the day, Salam, people don't view it as a job. It is a job at the end of the day. And people have their own prerogatives on their careers. Some people want to improve. Some people get that cash grab and retire early. Credit to him, he's done enough, Abs.
Yeah.
So it's interesting where he would go. I think personally he leaves. I don't think he goes to an A-League club.
look, if he goes to Saudi, again, maybe this is just me defending that league a little bit. I get why people see it that way with Saudi Arabia, but they're trying to build so they don't be seen like that. It's signing players like Segacic, it's signing those 23, 24-year-olds.
I believe they're a top 15 league in the world. I would say. They're above the MLS. Don't even come anywhere near me.
That's a whole nother discussion.
Okay. Abdul.
I'll tell you why, and just quickly.
Fuck, you serious?
Yes, because the MLS development system that's coming through, I think goes under the radar. I think, yes, they got Messi, they got, Inter Miami, how they're building Xbox.
Whatever, yeah.
Them aside, the development system in the US at the moment is actually top tier.
Saudi better.
So, but Saudi can
Saudi's
buy their way. Okay, if you've got money, you got money.
Same as America.
People complain because they got money.
Yeah.
China did it God knows how many years ago. No one complained as much as Saudi. But Saudi obviously have enough money to fund the whole world of football.
If you want to fund the podcast, let me know.
If there's any Saudi sheikhs out there that want to come and invest in the United by Football, we're more than welcome, actually.
Abdul, be honest with me, can FC turn their AFC deficit around?
Yeah.
They can?
Yeah. Well, those guys this season, AFC. Bro, we've done it before.
Okay. So only if those 4 stars, is that correct? I think.
you have
I think he's got to go attacking.
You have to.
From minute 1.
Yeah.
He can't play it safe.
No.
This is you lose, you're out. Second tie, you're at home in front of a big crowd. Hopefully, Abs, you'll be there. Man, they've got to go out. They've got to go out fighting. Otherwise, they're in trouble.
Look, it is what it is. I think if we go out, we go out. We've still got the A-League as well. We could still go on that run. We're a team, bro. At the end of the day, we're, as much as I hate to say, we're a dark horse. We're a dark horse this year because we have more potential in terms of the quality that we have in our team.
Yep.
Aside from Victory, maybe Auckland.
Yep.
To wipe everyone out. It's just, I don't know what it is that's not kind of...
Hayden Matthews. I'm joking. Okay.
Yeah.
No. Oh, there's the tease from God himself. Abdul.
Yeah.
Auckland winless in 5.
Yeah.
Drawn 4, lost 1, and they've got a 4-point advantage, Abs. Can they hold on to claim a minor premiership? 3 games left.
Yeah.
4-point advantage, Abs.
I'll do it.
Okay.
I'll do it.
You really think they can?
Yeah. Yeah. Because I think that even if you go back a game, I think they drew the 6th game.
Yeah.
Whatever it was at the time. But, dude, no, they'll do it. They'll come around. They'll win. They're bound to win a game.
Not concerned by their recent draws? No.
No. They're drawing. They're not losing.
That's true.
They're not Adelaide.
Adelaide's actually coming up soon. Abdul.
Yeah.
I've got 2 players for you. One that obviously is well known and established, and he'll get his trophies and plaudits. But De Vries, Abs. Who gets their player of the year for me? Because I'm thinking De Vries or Sakai. Obviously, we know Bimby, who likes to play, and their fullbacks are very involved. The system revolves around them, some would argue. Abs, De Vries has got 8 goal contributions, 6 assists, 2 goals.
Yeah.
Sakai's got 6, 3 and 3.
Yeah.
For me, I have to go De Vries. Sakai, we came in with an expectation. With an expectation of club captain, has to lead. Yes, he's killed it. Absolutely come in clutch at crucial times. But De Vries, they're being deadly on that left, man.
Yeah.
Moreno, Mata on the left. Man, they have been absolutely deadly. Saka and Rogerson completely agree. But, man, De Vries has come up clutch so many times.
Yeah.
Some of the balls he puts in, Abs, is incredible.
They've been amazing. I'm looking at the squad here, just in case I've left anyone out.
Done.
Fuck, Brimmer's been good.
Brimmer's been good. Started the last game on the bench. However, I think it's them two. I'll be honest with you.
Paulson.
Alec's been good. I think Alex came with the expectation. I just think De Vries, from what he's done, experienced player obviously, but I think they're going to give it to Sakai.
Me too. I think the name itself will be like.
However, I think De Vries is a really good shout.
De Vries a shout. Again, I agree with you. I think Sakai's going to get it. I think Paulson's a mad shout.
Yeah, Paulson incredible.
Because you got to remember who saved them from all these losses.
Yeah.
Us goalkeepers never get the credit we deserve, but that's fine.
Okay, move on. Abdul.
Yeah.
Now, we made a lovely road trip down to Newcastle. Salam.
2.5 hours.
Can I just say, and we're going to clip this, we're going to send it to Mabs. We are. The Novocastrians, the squadron.
Yeah.
I'm an RBB, I'm a Wanderers fan. RBB, my life. Sydney FC fan, Cove, etc. Respect that. That is my second team. That is my team that where we both feel comfortable to go down and go, you know what? I like it. I really do. The way they treated us, Abs, incredible. Novocastria Squadron, just want to say a massive thank you from us. And you can say that. The respect you showed us, and at the end, all the gestures that you did for us. If you don't know, I'm getting a bit emotional. Fuck.
They, we clapped them off. They were insane. They were going the whole night. We clapped them off.
We say thank you for your support. Like, just the way they were cheering the whole game, I'm about to cry.
And they started chanting UEF back at us, and I'm like, you know what, man? I'm like, yeah.
I've never seen Salam Bow. Salam Bow.
It was one of these ones. Like, you're making it seem like I got on my knees and I said thank you, but like
no.
Bow's like, this
correct,
is just a sign of respect.
Respect, because but the noise that they generated, incredible. Obviously, being at home, though, I think it's just short of 7,000 abs there.
Yeah.
But no, just a massive thank you to the squadron and the Novocastrians. It was incredible.
I was singing Terrace apart for like 3 days. Swear to God, I'm still singing it.
I was watching the In Excess documentary. Abs.
And
But Abdul,
you will never tear us apart. look.
Abdul, what a match it was, man.
No, it was crazy, man. Like Newcastle just came out of the gates, freaking throwing themselves at Mariners.
I
And
don't think the Mariners have had a chance. From minute one, obviously, we're going to point to Storm. We're going to have a chat about that. Abdul, first time in 6 that they've got a result against their cross highway derby. I think with F3.
the crosstown rival.
Yeah, I like that crosstown rivals. Abdul, here comes my contender for the Lightweight Athletic Club Player of the Week because God knows Sydney FC players not going to double twice in a week. Abdul, Clayton Taylor. 2 assists and a goal, and the goal was an absolute rocket into the top right.
Against the deadbeat Mariners.
I wouldn't say deadbeat when you're treble winners. Reigning champions.
I don't care.
I care.
Who cares, bro? Bro, at the end of the
Producer.
day, I don't care.
Jules.
I don't care. I
Jules.
don't care. Yes, they were a deadbeat team on the day.
I was right. Jules.
It's probably outside or in the bathroom.
Anyway,
What are you trying to say?
I want to get him to the side because we're not going to agree.
No. I'm not saying they're a shit team or a crap A-League team.
Yeah.
Congrats, you won the title last year. You've been a deadbeat team this year. Specifically
Jules.
Specifically
Come
this
here.
game. Specifically this game. They were a deadbeat team.
Who would you give your Lightweight Athletic Club Player of the Week? Clayton Taylor or Adrian Segacic?
Thank you very much. And congratulations to Adrian Segacic for
Oh, Clayton Taylor, wow.
again. I said
Look, it's a hard one, but Segacic for doing what for FC, because if FC didn't win that, they're probably not making top 6.
hold on.
They drew.
And he's your Croatian brother. Are you going to take it away from your Croatian brother?
But he's not listening to this one.
Facts.
No, look.
But Abdul, that's a record. No players won it back to back weeks.
No, I don't think so.
Adrian, history maker, mate. First to first. But congratulations, Adrian. But Abdul,
Look,
I just want to take you back to the deadbeat club that you were saying.
no,
Abdul.
deadbeat, on the day, they beat a deadbeat Mariners who
Okay.
were down a man.
Where's it gone wrong?
Where's
it gone wrong for the Central Coast Mariners?
They've taken pretty much the base of this club. The players that left last season were the glue that was holding the team together.
We're going to chat to Liam from the Yellow Navy podcast. Shout out to that brother. He said he agreed with me that Vukovic was a massive loss.
Yeah.
Not in terms of ability-wise, because Perry Cullen's been okay. Yes, he's got a mistake, and he's likewise with Pavicic. But I think backroom, he was holding a lot of shit
Yeah.
together.
Question: what happens? Let's just say if Caltech decides to, I want to
they're
leave
in
in the
trouble.
summer,
They're in trouble.
and then Mikel Docker goes,
Back to Brazil.
I want to go back overseas. They are finishing last, and I'd put their house on it. And credit to Jacko,
He's done what he's incredible.
done an incredible
Does he
job
stay?
with it. I think for his sake, he has to go.
Yeah.
Like, there's no rescuing respectfully as good as the Central Coast is as a place to live. No one wants to move up there. It's the same as Newcastle. Unless you're a player that's not getting a chance or you're someone who's desperate to move, you are not willingly going there unless they're offering you good money.
Okay.
And again,
All opportunities.
there's a lot of issues as well in the back room with that club at the moment with what's happening, I think, with sales and stuff
We're not
like
gonna
that.
disclose,
And
but-
we're not going to disclose
Yeah.
anything like that, but what's heard in the media or on Twitter recently,
Public knowledge.
public
But-
knowledge, yeah.
On that point, you made a really good point about money. I wanted to raise the point about opportunities where you got these players, and a player that's obviously taken a lot of the limelight, and rightfully so, is Eli Adams. Again, had a chat to us after, and he goes, yeah, could have slotted in, but yeah, I want to make a statement. And then obviously ran to us and did the Cole Palmer. Eli, well done, you keep doing that, brother. Abdul, realistically,
Yeah.
what is his ceiling? Give me a timeline and give me his ceiling.
We'll be playing,
When does he reach it?
not for another few years.
Okay, and his ceiling is?
We'll play in the Premier League. Not for Liverpool, Arsenal, or something
Playing
like
in the
that.
Premier League.
But I could see him at like no, not even. Like even a team coming up like a Ipswich.
Can I make a comparison? I know you say Rafael Leao. Do you see a bit of Liam Delap?
Nah, he's not as stiff.
Don't see Liam Delap?
No. He's not as stiff as the Lap. The Lap's great. The Lap's
What do you mean
like,
stiff?
Haaland is stiff.
Haaland's stiff.
Like in terms of a striker and how he moves and how he runs. and
Because he's
all
not
that.
an Isak. Adams is not an Isak.
No. Okay, how I'd kind of put it, you got Haaland.
Stiff.
He's probably the stiffest striker in the Premier League.
Yeah.
Bar, your, let's just call it there.
Yeah.
Then I'd go maybe
Jackson.
Nah.
Jackson Steve.
Havertz, the lap.
Yeah.
Jackson can move. His movement's all right. Then Jackson, and then you start going into your...
So Jackson, Adams, in terms of movement? Delap or Jackson, who do you think Adams is closest to?
Nunes.
Darwin. Dar, is he?
Not his shooting, nothing. His movement as a striker and the way he can run and move and get around the field, it's very similar. I think when it comes to Adams, like I said, if he kind of...
I think he's got to do it at a different club.
It's a
Don't move. The fans love you, trust me.
It's the confidence. He's got that confidence now, and we're seeing
player.
it.
He's a player and a half.
I might have some words with the guy again next time. When you've had conversations with someone at the end of the day, let's be honest here, and he knows I'm an Arsenal fan. He knows my thoughts on Cole Palmer.
He looked at you and did the celebration. Which I'm very happy.
He ran past me, looked me dead in the eye, and done one of these ones. And I'm like recording, and thankfully, we posted it, done well. But I'm freaking sitting there, and I'm like, you freaking flipping fucking, I'm in my head, I'm like, great goal, amazing. But my brother, don't you Cole Palmer in my face again?
Oh, I hope he does, Abs.
And then he proceeds to tell me that Real Madrid will be scoring 4 or 5.
Oh, we're getting into that. We're getting into that lovely segment, Abs. Abdul.
We love Eli, though.
We do love Eli. Everyone on this podcast loves Eli. Abdul. Mark Milligan is a name that's been mentioned around. Obviously, we know Rob Stanton. We've had that chat last week.
Yeah.
Will he be the man to return some glory to the Jets? Or is it a problem above Stanton? Because he mentions in his podcast, mentioned in his presser, mentioned to us, mentioned last week and the week before that, and the week before that, there's something else in the club.
Yeah.
Credit to the club. We need the club. The club's got to give back in. I think Milligan's a good shout because he's been in the Adelaide system for 2-3 years now with Eugene as well and Viet going, obviously. I think it's above Milligan.
You want my honest opinion?
Yeah, sure.
And it's probably going to cut this discussion short. I think that club's fucked. It's gone. Players will leave. Players will go. And I think at the end of the day, no manager in the world is going to be able to turn this around in a season. It's going to take 2 or 3. They're going to have to sign a few youngsters. They're going to have to build like they have now at the moment. Eli, again, we don't know anything. He's going to look, if he gets an offer from Victory to come back, if he gets an offer from Sydney FC.
Would you take him at FC?
Yeah. Bro. Imagine him on Lolly. Imagine sticking him on the left if Costa leaves. Freaking Klimala and Lolly. Good night.
Him or Sega? Two different players.
Fuck.
Leave it. Leave it. We'll come back to it.
I'll take Eli.
Over Sega?
I like Eli's style of play.
I love Eli as well.
For me personally. That's my personal choice.
We'll get there.
My personal choice of style of play.
Please, Vince.
I love any Kai Havertz region. Anyway, go on.
Oh, okay. Abdul,
Yeah.
I want to take it to a man that I've never seen lose his head in 7 minutes besides Steven Gerrard in 2014. Abdul, Storm Roux. I don't know what happened, brother. 7 minutes. 7 minutes. About, I think, 480 seconds, whatever the maths is on that.
420 seconds.
Close enough. Yeah. Abdul, what happened? No idea. That's a clear red. You can't argue. It's clear red.
Some would say he ruled the day he went into that challenge.
Do we end it there?
Because it caused a bit of a storm in Newcastle, so yeah. The silence is
the producer shaking his head.
Yeah, now look.
That was bad.
Straight red.
Can't do that. Now, was the game done before that? I think so, personally. It was only 1-0 at that stage.
You know what's crazy? When you get a red card, it generally should be harder to score. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get it.
If the team that if I'm, for example, up 1-0 and my opposition has a red card, you expect them to sit back. Like when you watch Arsenal play,
in a derby.
Dude, when you watch Arsenal play Everton or Ipswich and a player's copped a red card, what do? They park 3 more players at the back and hope we don't concede.
I get it.
How did you manage to concede 6 with a bus at the back?
So, was it done before the red? I think it was.
Yeah. It was 100%.
Abdul, yesterday, my great club are in the top 4, Abs. West Sydney Wanderers beat Western United 2-0. Abs, 9 games unbeaten. The club is now, which is incredible, with 3 games left to play. It's in our hands. I want to take you to Western Because after Bonnetti cleared that ball off the line from Ibasuki stood on out, the brother didn't score. They looked like they were never going to score.
No.
Thomas was 10 feet tall. Panther was 10 feet tall. Milanovic was doing work that I'd never seen Milo do before.
Yeah.
Staj, or myself, Abs, as you alluded to at the start of the podcast, has got this team going where a lot of us fans thought that he couldn't. And I'm fully behind the boys. I've been behind the boys for a couple of games now, but 9 games unbeaten, Abs. I don't think he changes anything. And I want to take it to that first point where I've had a lot of these thoughts on this brother, and you've said, yeah, give him time. But there is no way that Jack Lizzie gets back in that squad. Alex Gersbach, for me, if he keeps... talent-wise, ability-wise, ceiling-wise, he's top 3 left-backs in the league. Clear. Absolutely clear. Now, I'm going to tell you why, Abs. That first goal was incredible. I was at the club today, Abs, obviously, as you know. And the discussion that we were having about him, his tactical understanding, where he gave that ball to Barillo, then tracked inside, held back until he released the ball, and took a touch away from the defender, knocking 2 of them out of the game. That is a number 10's touch.
Yeah.
That is a Lolly touch,
Yeah.
a Costa touch, a Yakalish touch, a Jedru touch.
Yeah.
That's a left back.
Okay.
And the chip over. That's a top 3 left back in the league. If Clisby comes back into the squad, we've lost.
You done?
Yes, I am done.
Mark my words. And I'm not
Mark my words.
Not very often wrong. You do that face I'm not very often wrong with this. All it's going to take is one loss where you guys are ripped down the wings and Jack Clisby's going to be back in there. And again...
Who starts the next game, Abs?
Hold on.
Who starts the next game, Abs?
Probably the way it's going,
Probably?
it goes back.
It's definitely Alex Gersbach.
Tom. But it's not like your form changed any differently when Clisby was in there. You're trying to fix a problem that was never broken.
He offers us so much more going forward.
Going forward, correct.
And Staj loves a fullback that goes forward.
Correct. But there's a reason
So
why...
who starts?
Respectfully, and I'm not... There's a reason why Staj and the way he plays isn't always the most defensive. There's a reason why Staj previously, with the fullbacks that likes to play up, will score 5 goals but concede 4.
Correct.
Again,
But
there's going to come a day where these attacking fullbacks aren't going to be enough. When you play, obviously, look, credit to him. You played probably the most transitional team in this league.
second team that scored only 1 less goal behind.
And you've done well. But again,
well,
it came down to what? Milo tracking back. It came down to the right side tracking back with Kraev. It came down to your 2 midfielders pretty much sitting in and almost becoming centre-backs.
Massive game for Brisbane.
But you're not going to get that every game.
I agree.
That wasn't Gersbach won us the game with his defensive duties of running up the field. It was a team performance that Milo himself lifted and done what he needed to do. Gersbach, great goal. I'm not taking that away from you, mate. But Clisby, and I'm not going to sit here defending him with my heart because I honestly, respectfully, I don't care about your lift back situation to sit here and ponder on about it. Clisby was never the problem. You never had an issue.
I agree.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
Clisby comes back in, that performance, Milanovic or whoever, on Kraev on the left side, probably has 10 times more space ahead of him. He doesn't have to track back.
Does Gersbach elevate us?
Attacking-wise,
As a team.
as a team, well, results the last 2 games. You drew again. Hold on. You drew against Auckland and you beat Western United. Who do you play this week?
Melbourne City.
Melbourne City. Okay. You lose that game.
Which we're not.
Say, for example, you lose that game.
Argument's sake.
Where do you look back that at? If you look down the left on Becic, rips you guys down one side, comes from left back, does what he needed to do. You got any of the front 3.
Tilio's the only one that scares me.
Okay. If he plays with Gersbach and he pins Gersbach back, what do you do then? And you see his defensive fragilities.
So what happens?
I'm asking you.
I want to see it happen first.
But if it happens, I'm talking if it happens.
On a one-off game, one-off occasion, I trust Gersbach.
Okay. Now, where's Clisby gone wrong this season?
Me, attacking-wise. I always love an attacking.
I'm talking defensively.
Defensively, he's made a couple of errors.
Okay.
I don't remember a specific error, though. I just think I trust Gersbach more.
If going forward, correct. 100%. But like Clisby last week came on, almost scored the winner.
Put it this way, Abs. Defensively, they're a lot closer than attackingly.
I agree.
And that is why Gersbach is just a slight edge above, and for me, it elevates us.
Is Clisby not the better defender?
Oh, they're a lot closer.
Is the United Strong?
Slightly. Slightly is a better defender. Slightly.
And outside of Clisby, let's be honest with ourselves, I'll go back. I said it last week, said the week before. He's a scapegoat.
I said that. I agree. I'm just saying.
And if he wasn't the scapegoat, I don't know who it would be.
You got a few in there.
Enterton.
Marcus is a great player.
All
Marcus
right.
think he's good.
Lawrence Thomas is borderline. People come at him.
No, they fucking love Loz.
No, they love Loz, but like he's one of those players that if it's all going well, it's like Granit Xhaka for Arsenal. It was all good and well when he was doing well. One red card, one mistake, one thing, and then all of a sudden they turn on him.
We'll see. Abdul. So on a couple of occasions, Milo Penta, chest pumping, everyone was getting G'd up.
Yeah.
Is this team spirit, this camaraderie, this 12th man, this extra unity, is this going to be enough to bring some glory to Wonderland? No? So you reckon it's for show? I don't think it's for show.
No, it's not for show, bro.
I don't think so. I think there's a genuine fucking belief there.
Can I take you back to, and again, this is not the same level of football. Can I take you back to our season at Mounties last year?
Clearly, I hate that. Yes, I'll do.
We did not lose a game all year. Brother, we went down 1-0 in the grand final, and it felt like the world had ended. Now, imagine that against an A-League team that has won or not lost in 9 games, having to actually come back from a loss. These guys don't know what losing is like at the moment.
They do.
Okay?
the moment.
They're also a young team. Outside of Lawrence Thomas, outside of Brillante. Mata.
Barello.
Fairly young team. Your key players at the moment are all freaking kids.
Yeah.
They lose one game, I worry for you guys. If you lose, like, let's just say the week before the finals start, fuck, and you have to walk into a Sydney derby the next week.
It won't be a derby. If it's a derby, we're in trouble. That's the one team I don't want to verse. That's the one team I don't want to verse.
I think it's going to end up being the derby.
Of course it is.
Just think about it. I think you guys will finish, personally, I think you'll finish third.
Thanks, Abdul. I appreciate that.
Okay? I think you guys finish third. I think Sydney finish 6th. That week 1 game is going to be insane. But I hope to God you guys walk in with the game, your game being won the week before. Because if you walk in on a loss, I don't see you guys coming back.
No, we'll find out.
And again, this isn't the Sydney FC fan talking. This is like the football fan talking. Give me an example. You're kind of like...
I always worry when he starts that sentence. You're kind of like...
The only way to explain this is a bit of a... You might not understand this one.
No, I don't.
Bulldogs 2014.
Nope, no idea.
Even
Ben Barber?
No, 2 years after Ben Barber. Even in 2016 with the Western Bulldogs. We finished 7th and made the grand final, both teams. It was pure freaking like emotion. It was pure we're together, we lose. But the minute we lost, it just it doesn't exist anymore. I think right now you guys are very much you're on a train. I just can't see where tactically you can outdo a team.
We'll find out.
You're beating them with passion.
We'll find out.
You saw him. You said the fist pumping, chest pumping.
That was one aspect, but I think on the left, the 2v1s, the way we isolated their left back and right back.
Do you not think, though, players like Milo and Kraev at the moment, because Sturgis' system is built on the two cams, if you want to call them that, do you not think it's a play what's in front of you style right now? Attacking-wise. Defensively, a different story. Attacking-wise, it's very much play in front of you. Play what's in front of you, get what you need to get, and that's it. Let's be honest with ourselves. But before we move on, we're getting a bit of content done at the moment. We were there on Saturday with none other than Malachi Watene-Zelezniak.
Thank you for saying the last name because I had no chance.
So Malachi is an ex-NRL player. Played for the Panthers, played for the Tigers, and he's currently got a watch business with his brother, Dallin.
Yep.
It's what I think it's Watene-Zelezniak watches, I believe. Amazing
Check 'em out.
watches. Check them out. Great watches. But yeah, we're doing a bit of a matchmaker series with Malachi, and first stop.
NRL player wants a club.
Yeah, we showed him. Thanks to the Wanderers as well.
Thank you, Wanderers.
Field club tickets, Thomas.
Field club tickets. I've never been invited to the field club before, Abs. It was a great experience, but obviously I'm not invited. Salam. Don't laugh. Western United, just on that quickly before we move on to the women's side, Abs. Do they still make top 4 with a tough fixture list? You got you guys, obviously, in Auckland.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that gap's too big. And quick one. What is the area that both teams need to strengthen in? You give me Wanderers, I'll give you Western. You go first. You give me the Wanderers.
The area that needs strengthening.
Yeah. Defense, midfield, or attack. Just give me.
Midfield.
Good. Great answer. Great answer.
Panta's been the difference.
Yeah, absolutely.
Panta's been the biggest difference.
Yep.
Western United, what do you reckon?
Defense.
Yeah.
Yeah, completely. I don't think Russell's at that level of a top 2, top 3 club. I think Inkai Tomori, I think so. Sutton saved them a couple of times, but I think they need a centre back and probably a right back. Definitely, without a shadow of a doubt. Abdul, take you on to Western United and a couple of clubs. I want you to rank these 5 youngsters that have been the difference for a lot of these clubs. All right, from best potential to worst potential. All right, so give me 1 to 5. Milanovic, Segacic, Botic, Archie Goodwin, and Eli Adams. Give me that 5. Best potential.
Can I throw a spanner in the works?
No, you've only got 5.
Can you put Adams in there?
I said Adams. Yeah. Adams.
So out of those 5.
Out of those 5. Would you want me to go first, Abdul?
No.
Oh, cool. Okay,
No.
good.
In terms of most potential?
Yep.
Okay. People are going to hate me for saying this. I'm going to get killed. Number 5 is Botic.
No. Don't disagree with you too much if the 4th is okay, because they're swapped for me if you get the 4th right.
Number 4?
Oh, fuck. That face always worries me.
Number 4 is Milo. And I'll explain why after. Number 3.
Number 4 is Milo.
Number 4 is Milo. Number 3 is Sega.
Goodwin's in top 2.
Goodwin.
Fuck me.
2. Adams
Oh
1.
my God.
And I'll tell you why. Milo for me. Okay. Hear me out. Milo.
Fuck me.
Milo.
Wow.
Milo for me, as good as he is, could disagree with me here. I think
No, I do.
his skill is amazing. I just think he's so form dependent, confidence dependent.
Okay.
Like, dude,
Fuck.
if he continues,
Milo 4th.
yeah. Although
I'll try to give you mine.
I don't think Milo is as far off his potential, like full potential now, because outside of a cut in and a just whack it, outside of that moment, we didn't see this consistency last year. If it continues into next year, he bumps up above that list. But I don't think he gets much better than what he is now. I think when it comes to Botic,
It's an incredible statement.
Botic is a great finisher, but I don't see his game evolving.
Okay. Would you like
Hold on.
Mr. Leaks?
Goodwin, I think, is the most moldable of the lot. Segacic, I think, is almost as ready to go overseas and grow overseas. So that's why I got him in 3rd. Adams, for me, is like the things that I see come out of that guy is almost like you could put him in the Prem and he wouldn't look out of
No,
place.
not now.
Not now, but like the stuff that he's doing and the way he moves as a striker, his height, his size, and his ability to move left, right, center, wherever you need him to go. That's why I've got him there at 1. You told me you're 5.
You are deluded. 5th is Goodwin.
Yeah.
5th is Goodwin.
Yeah.
Yep. 4th is Botic.
Yeah.
3rd is Milo.
Yeah.
2nd is Adams. And 1st is Segacic.
Really?
Yep. And Senior FC player.
Wow.
I agree with you on the Adams statement and the Milo statements, surely. Not in 4th, no chance. I think Botic isn't too far off. I think he's the one that's closest to his potential right now. Botic. I think he's not one-dimensional. I think he's got a couple of things. Like he struggled against that low block that we had. Struggled.
He's Haaland-like.
Goodwin. I love Archie. Best of luck to him. He's just not my player.
Yeah.
Archie as a striker.
I like Archie.
Milo's close to his potential. However, I do think he's got another gear in him. I do think. Adams, I think, will have the best career of the lot. Sega's the most talented out of anyone.
Yeah.
That's my 5.
Look, we're not far off.
We're not far off. Milo in 4th is criminal.
I've kind of ranked it on who's furthest away from their potential. And they're all on a similar level in this league. I just think that Milo, he's got another gear left in him.
That's what I said.
But it's kind of like You know, like Palmer, for example, where we know what he's capable of, but you can kind of see that he's not in that gear. He's not able to kind of stay in that gear for long. Whereas when you look at a Saka, for example, he's in that gear and he's got that gear above him, but his highest gear is like up here and he's still got room to go there.
Yeah, I get it.
For me, that's where Milo is. Milo's kind of that Palmer. Okay. Amazing. Okay, not discrediting his season. Not saying he's had a bad season. Not saying he's a bad player. I just think that I want to see more before I can go, okay, you're better than Sega. Because he's got potential to be better than Sega. I'll tell you that. Sega's just fucking great. He's outcome. He's an outcomes player. That's one of our favourite sayings to say here. But he's an outcomes player.
I think technically he's superb. Technically, there's no one better.
Yeah.
For me, technically, there is out of that five. There's no one better.
But that's Archie for me as well. Archie's in the right place at the right time. He's like.
I think it's a very interesting discussion, Abs.
No, it really is. For me, look.
I think we could go on all day, but
I just want to say this.
Yeah.
Archie for me is slightly ahead of Botic, just because I think Archie's a bit less a bit more mobile than Botic. I like my strikers to be a bit more. Again, it goes back. Why do I love Kai Havertz so much? Is because he's Haaland, but he can move. Probably not the finishing of Haaland, but yeah.
Oh, thankfully,
like
at least someone's recognised
that's Goodwin for me. Goodwin, I like. You see the positions he gets in. You see how he's able to go left, right, centre.
Archie, I love you. I've always said that.
You did interview Archie. Remember?
I did interview Archie. I've always said Archie. Archie's doing great things. Top goal scorer. How can the top goal scorer be in fifth? Because I'm just a bit special.
Look, we're an hour in actually. Let's get through the women's football. And then we're going to get on to Champions League. Well, we're going to cross over some Premier League results along the way. Okay. But if we keep going on the way we're going today, man, we're going to be here for 3 hours.
No, Abdul, I like to spend my time with you.
No, it's actually been a very interesting A-League chat today. I can't lie.
Which is good. Abdul, with the women's, I've never had a panic attack moment besides that game. 4-4, West Sydney Wanderers versus Brisbane Roar. There's a lot of notes here. I think the only acceptable note that we start on is what the fuck happened.
Mate, Rocky Balboa showed up. Actually, it wasn't Rocky Balboa.
I think it was Ronda Rousey.
Who's the most potent elbow
thrower
in the UFC?
Wasn't it? Isn't it Ronda Rousey?
Mate, Ron Tain showed up at the in Brisbane, and
would I be right in saying Ronda Rousey and Rhea Ripley?
Not so much Rhea Ripley.
Okay, sorry.
But yeah, like Ronda, look, there was no armbar, so we can't go Ronda, unfortunately. Ronda loves an armbar. Look, we'll go Holly Holmes. Holly Holmes and, what was her name?
And Shem Khamis.
Holly Holmes and Shem Khamis, yes. Oh, yeah, we go. Amanda Nunes and Holly Holmes showed up on.
Otherwise known as Shem Khamis and
Lainey Fryer. Freya, sorry.
Freya.
I get that wrong.
I would say both clear red cards. Just a brain snap from both.
Dude, look,
that's a brain snap from both.
Freya started it.
Freya's in
you
the
don't go pushing Shem Khamis like 3-4 times and not expect Shem Khamis to turn around and react. Now,
should she have reacted?
Okay. No. As UBF as a collective, we do not condone any fighting on the field.
Top. Amazing.
We don't accept any sort of violence on the field. It doesn't belong in football. But at the end of the day, things do happen. You know, emotions do get the best of you sometimes. And unfortunately, it got the best of Shem. It got the best of Lainey. And I'm not too worried about Shem. I worry for Lainey. Because that is the type of thing that stops you from being called up to the Matildas. That is the type of thing that stops you from being in and around doing certain stuff. Because now, great goal scorer. Her and her sister are amazing. Sister's injured, unfortunately. I believe she's done her ACL. But you can't, man.
That now Brisbane are out of the 6 confirmed. We have our final 6 confirmed, by the way.
Yes.
Abs, if you want to quickly take us run through that, I believe it's
City
Victory. What's it? City, Victory, Adelaide.
Yeah.
One sec. City, Victory, Adelaide.
Yeah. See if your memory's good.
Sydney. Sorry. No. It's God.
City, Victory.
Adelaide. Perth.
Keep going.
Perth 4th.
No.
Canberra's in there.
Yeah. City, Victory, Adelaide, West United, Central Coast, Canberra. But that's ladder 1 to 3 is set.
No, confirmed. No, we've got our final 6 confirmed.
Yeah. 1 to I'm talking positions and 6 is set.
Yep.
Between 4, 5, and 6 is 2 points.
Yeah.
But
so they can all interchange. One game left.
Yeah. Western United play Wellington, Central Coast play Newcastle, and Canberra play Wanderers. So Canberra could finish as high as 4th, but they got to get past the Wanderers. I personally think that the Wanderers are going to snag a win, given it's their last game.
I think they will. Front of the home crowd as well.
West United play Wellington. I think they're going to get past them. I think Wellington are down and out for the count.
Yep.
And Central Coast Mariners play the Newcastle Jets at home, at Newcastle. So
Interesting run. That top 6 is set. I look forward to finding out those final positions. Abdul, I want to take it to a player that this year hasn't had her best season, hasn't been involved, but we see the potential. Sophie Harding, wow.
yeah.
Back to her best. You reckon?
Look, that goal reminded us of the player that she's. Clean strike.
Julie Dolan, mate.
Julie Dolan medalist. And, she hasn't had the best season.
Of course.
We love Sophie at UBF.
But even by her own admission, she would.
Yeah, dude, but it hasn't been an easy season.
No, of course not.
It started with Robbie. They didn't have the best start. They weren't playing any nice football, let's be honest with ourselves. It wasn't good to watch. And I felt bad for players like Sophie. Yeah, look, sometimes people might question her work ethic on the field. Some people might question her, ability to kind of come back deep and defend or whatever, or the runs in behind.
Defensively, yeah.
But even her touch isn't the best. But she's a fucking good striker of the ball. And at the end of the day, when it comes to someone like Sophie Harding, you've won a Julie Dolan medal. Yeah, you were 24 at the time. It's not easy. It's not easy being a senior member of the squad at that age.
At the age, yeah.
All right,
Great point.
Aside from Sham Karmas and maybe I think Liv Price and Harrow, she's probably the next up. And it hasn't been an easy season for her now, especially seeing players like Bronte True come up. Holly Caspers has come back. Let me remind you, last season, it was Holly Caspers and Sophie Harding that sent them on one hell of a run at the start of the year. It was those two playing up front.
Yep.
But injuries happen, systems change. And I think, look, as much as I hate to say it, no, it's true. As much as I hate to say it, I think the Wanderers have benefited from having Caspers back, having Bronte True come into the system.
Yeah, I think in the long run.
The way the football's been played, now under Jeff is a different style. And
everyone around the club agrees.
yeah, I agree. And look, I hope Sophie can kind of come back into the team.
Absolutely.
They're a better team when she's on form.
Of course.
But at the same time, if it means that next season she's looking elsewhere, she's more than capable of playing
For the betterment
overseas.
of her career.
For the betterment of her career, yeah, so be it. So
I
be
would see
it.
in America.
100%,
see it in
dude.
America.
100%. And I feel bad because she's a great chick. At the end of the day, when you meet her and get to talk to her, and even though she likes Chelsea or
Oh, relax, mate. Speaking on overseas and obviously Chelsea, Abdul, Tamika Yallop, you reckon she's got one more overseas run in her?
yeah, but I don't think she'll go. She's
I think she'll go.
she's just announced. I think her second child.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Tamika. But I don't think so, bro. I was looking into her career. She's played at West Ham. She's played overseas in Germany.
Yeah.
Like her and Emily Gilnick. I'm like, man. I wish I got into
Gilnick's a player, by the way.
100%.
Yeah.
I think she scored on the weekend as well in their win. Dude, Yallop's good, but Yallop's also Brisbane Roar. Take her out of the team. Scored a hat-trick on the weekend. Also, shout out to Amy Hall. Made her first grade debut. I've been following the NPL this season.
Yep.
And she's pretty much been the saving grace, a lot of it. I've said it publicly, and I've said it. I think she's a better shot stopper than Segavcic. But I think Segavcic's height
Benefits her.
benefits her. Now, Amy made a good one-on-one save against Yallop.
To make it else.
Yeah. And I don't know, man. I'm excited about this Wanderers team. You come in fresh start next season. You got Bronte True. You got Kushla still there. Kushla's coming into a game. She's been playing fullback recently.
Yeah.
And a kind of a 5 system when he's going to it. D's been killing it recently. Makomaski, sorry if I pronounced that wrong, got on the score sheet. Casper's got on the score sheet. Seveska can score an Olympico in any league in the world. Bro, it's not normal, man.
Sienna's different. My one, if we lose Seveska, we're in trouble. We can't. We got to keep her at all costs.
Yeah, she's one of because she plays everywhere, left, right.
We have to keep her at all costs. That's the one I'll keep at all costs. Abdul, speaking of a player that she does this every week and she winds back the clock every week. Princess Saibini, Salam, you just have amazing timing with your shouts.
Bro,
Abdul,
yeah,
for a moment there, it looked like that FC could still have a chance, an outside chance to make the 6. Unfortunately, that wasn't confirmed. But wow. For a minute, showed you believing. Don't even lie.
100%. Yeah, as you said, she wound back the clock. Gave us Princess Saibini from 4 years ago, and
Yeah, it was just a matter of too little, too late. Unfortunately.
no, bro. Look, we had that game dead for rights, but at the end of the day, when you can't finish your chances, you can't finish your chances. We had a few shouts. I think Kaylee went down at one point. No one. There was no shout of that. The referee didn't say anything. To be honest with you, Princess Saibini could have been off the field. She had a freaking studs in the ankle of another player. Again, refereeing standards in this country are on another level, especially on women's football. But we're not going to talk about that. I want to give a shout out to Jasmine Black.
Yep.
She has really come into her own when it comes to...
She made the position hers.
Bro,
She made the position hers.
if I could put the best attributes of the three other keepers that we've got combined, she's still got more attributes than them. Again, no disrespect to Talia or Brianna or...
She's the best of the lot.
Yeah. Look, like I think when it comes to what she does, I think what she's got and her potential is a lot more than the others. I think Brianna's move to Sydney should never happen. I feel bad, and I think it was a panic buy because we were looking at another keeper at the moment. It was a bit more of an experienced keeper. That didn't happen. We got Brianna out of Wellington, I believe, at the time.
Brianna did well when she came.
But when you're swapping and switching, bro, Talia done a decent job. Yeah, she had a few mistakes, but she done a decent job. Brianna did a decent job. We bought a keeper.
Junior Matilda, Talia.
Yeah. Like if I just, let me check how many games the keeper we signed played.
It's a few. Perhaps on quickly, just before you get onto there. Maka, striker for next year.
Bro, I'm not against it.
I'm not against it.
I'm not against it.
Some would say a bit of an Ante Juric masterclass there, Salam.
Bethany Mason-Jones. I keep forgetting her name. Her first name.
Mason-Jones.
Bethany Mason-Jones. We signed her. She played, I believe, 3-4 games. Came off injured Jasmine Black, and ever since Jasmine Black started, we've won every game.
You can't take her off.
In terms of Maka at striker, yeah. Bro, she's made the position her own, man. She's taken, and she can hit the ball from distance
Well,
too.
listen, mate. When you play for Brighton, when you play in
Not Brighton in the sense.
the
Brighton,
WSL.
Brighton Hove
Oh,
Albion.
relax, mate. I know you like Brighton in the sense. Mate, when you play in the WSL, you got to have some little talent, especially striking the ball in the women's game.
Yeah,
Superb.
bro.
Superb. I think that says on to England, Salam. My great club.
Yeah.
Obviously draws against 18th because that's just what we like to do here at Chelsea. We're just, Salam, we're the pride of London, Salam. We just like to do things a bit differently. And if it wasn't for Jadon Sancho doing things that he did in Dortmund back in 2017, we would be in trouble, Salam. We would be in big trouble. Sorry, 2017. Oh, God, that's bad. Poor knowledge. 2021. My apologies.
Long story short,
Look, we are shit without Jadon Sancho. That is long story short.
I-
Jackson's shit. We're in trouble. Palmer hasn't scored in 17 games. Cole, you are on defrost. You're fucking defrosting fast.
Saka has been.
Wake up.
Saka has had more goals in the Premier League
Don't
in
care about that.
2025 than Cole Palmer, and Saka's come back 3 games ago. Just tells you when Nick Stav and Olin Tekers were on the show back in God knows when, August, September, and me and Stav turned around and told you, check, and then the next one is Cole Palmer. We're going to go check. He can't compete. We were right.
What about Sancho, Salam, for argument's sake?
No. My man's freaking in rehab at Chelsea. Like, he's trying to recover his
Fuck, a
career.
beautiful goal.
Bro, respectfully, before we get on to the next topic, on Palmer, great player. But please, do not compare him to Saka. I beg you, do not compare him to Saka.
See what happens.
And even you know it as a Chelsea fan now. You've seen the difference. Brother was dog-walking David Alaba, a Champions League winner. Things he's done at Bayern are insane. Dog-walked him on the biggest stage
There's
of the
always
world.
a second leg.
In the biggest game of his
always a
career.
second
No,
leg.
so forget the second leg. Forget the winner.
Oh, forget the second leg. Forget the second leg.
No.
It's-
No. I'm talking about the first game for now. I'm talking about that game against Madrid. In that moment, it's the biggest game of his career.
I agree with that.
Okay. And he stood the fuck up.
You don't think so in the Euro final? You know?
Okay.
Yeah,
Cole
that was-
Palmer, Chelsea have needed him for the last 3 months. Where has he been?
Oh, listen, he decided to do a bit more collabs, decided to maybe work on his defensive side, so he's maybe come a little bit deeper than it should be expected.
My point exactly is you bring him up and Saka knocks him back down.
Okay, no problem.
Okay. And then you got your manager blaming the fans. Well, there's not enough atmosphere. Bro, play some decent football and you might have an atmosphere. Everton play 4-4-2 Sean Dyche football and they still have fans rocking in, week out.
Fuck, I like David Moyes.
Tell me, bro, you can't. That club is in a shambles. You have a $1.2 billion debt to people with interest.
We're fifth, baby boy, though.
Fifth against the men, against a Rodri-less Man
I
City
actually
team.
hope you win it, so we get the fifth spot.
Brother, I hope you play Champions next year.
Thank
You're going to need the money to pay off your debt.
Thank you, Salam. And on that note,
Hold on. Again,
on that note-
I go back to my point. Whoever is next to stand up to Bukayo Saka,
okay.
I wish you the best.
Okay.
Because we've seen the likes of Foden. We've seen the likes of Greenwood. We've seen the likes of Palmer. Am I missing anyone? Who else have they tried to commit?
So Manchester United won.
Rodrigo. Even he couldn't compare.
You're about to find out a
He
brother.
dog walked Jude Bellingham in the middle of the field.
You're about to find out a brother that will. Anyway.
Oh, yeah, go on.
United versus Newcastle, Salam, 4-1. That club is fucking shambolic. 14th. They could be in 17th by the end of the season.
I'd love to say that.
That's fucked.
That's
pretty fucked. And if Southampton didn't play as atrocious as they did,
Oh, they'd be worried.
you would be worried.
Can you imagine Manchester United in a championship? Fergie winning 13 Premier Leagues for you just for another bold fraud and a Portuguese guy who thinks he's a B-Tech Jose Mourinho to freaking send you into relegation.
Salam, we've got here injury concern. Joshua Zirkzee.
Who the fuck cares,
respectfully,
bro?
does anyone
Who
give a
the fuck
fuck?
cares? Bro.
Respectfully, does anyone give a fuck?
For
we don't condone injury on anyone. We'd like to
No, we
just
don't.
we'd like to just disclaim.
Xerxes or not, you're not going anywhere. That is your 14th Premier League loss of the season, a joint record for the club. And you know what,
I think what saved Ten Hag and what saved fucking Amaron is their cup runs.
Thomas? There's like 8 games left.
They're fucked.
There could be 20 losses by the end of the season. They could have more losses than wins. For Manchester.
The theatre of dreams.
Sorry.
The theatre of fucking bankruptcy. That's what we're
The theatre of nightmares, and you call yourself a club with prestige and class. And can I take you back to a year ago?
No.
Remember that episode of KG? You remember what I said on that
We're going to
episode?
get him back on board.
Yeah. Do you remember what I said on that episode?
I do.
What did I say?
I don't know. Tell me.
When it comes to Manchester United and the rebuild needed over there, their mentality is up here. Okay? It's all true and well having a mentality up here when your level is down here. You need to rebuild to get there. Do you think Arsenal, in their fucking banter era in 2017, 2018, 2019,
2020.
walked into a game against Chelsea or Tottenham or any top 6
Huddersfield.
club, even Europa League against Sevilla? Do you think we walked in thinking, oh, we're the best team in the world? No. We
The
knew
fans made it out look like.
No. The fans were too busy whining about the club, but we knew deep down where we stood. We knew when we walked into a game against Man City, we were about to be pumped 5-1. We knew that.
Yep.
Manchester United fans can't get over, oh, we're Manchester United. You are no longer the Manchester United that you were.
Well, that's obvious.
6 years ago, sorry, not even 6, 10, 15 years ago, they used to walk in, game out, and batter teams. You can't walk in with that mentality. You need to get rid of that. Understand what it's going to take. It's going to take you 5 years to get back to the level you want to get. And just accept it and move on. No manager in the world is going to be able to fix it until that is accepted.
What?
What fucking manager walks in? Oh, errors change or whatever the hell he said.
Errors can be
come
changed.
to an end.
Yeah, it's come to an end.
Who says that?
A bold fraud.
Man, the freaking Jose Mourinho, your GOAT,
The greatest of all time.
turned around and said, I can't fix this club.
His greatest achievement was coming second in the league. He said it publicly.
It's true. With Pogba and Fellaini and them man.
And
And Fellaini.
And?
And who? And Zlatan.
the GOAT.
40-year-old Zlatan. No, still
love that
40-year-old
bloke. That
Zlatan.
wasn't 40.
And who was at the back? He still had Phil Jones.
Fucking Eric Bailly, brother.
Eric Bailly. David De Gea could have saved the fucking Titanic, as DT would
Back
say.
in those days, instant in Fiorentina. By the way, better keeper than both of those United frauds.
A few other results before we move on.
Carry on.
Arsenal 1-1 against.
Have you given up the league?
Yeah, bro.
It's done.
Okay. Did you see the lineup?
So it's done. Yeah, but it's done.
We said it was done 2 weeks ago.
It's done. It's done.
Brother,
It's done.
forget me. Arteta, the lineup he put out: Zinchenko, Rice, and who else is in midfield? Jorginho.
don't know.
Jorginho in midfield. My brother, Zinchenko is now a midfielder.
He's everywhere.
Liverpool beat West Ham 2-1.
Fucking again, Van Dijk, the prick.
I'm telling you, like they've won it by default.
Was it the Ore header or just...
Fucking Van Dijk, man. Virgil Van Maguire. Anyway, and Wolves beat good old Ange Postecoglou's Tottenham 4-2 in a who will finish lower derby between them and Manchester United at some point.
Just what we do, mate. Just who we are.
Mate, here at Tottenham Hotspur, that's just what we do. It's just what we do, mate.
Just who we are, mate.
Mate, he whipped out his phone. I was fucking pissed off. Did you see him?
Anyway.
Mate, where's your parents? No, he cracks me up.
Salam. On to a competition that you're still in, somehow.
Do I have my moment? Can I have my
Champions.
moment?
No.
Can I have my moment?
We're gonna have it soon.
All right, talk about the first result and then I'll get my moment.
So, Salam, we're going to do a bit of a review and preview for the second legs. Obviously, with the first legs, we know what's happened.
Sure.
Bayern lost to Inter at home 2-1. Barcelona beat Dortmund 4-0. I should just never make a prediction again. And PSG versus Aston Villa 3-1. PSG were about to be shaking in their boots coming to Villa Park with a 2-1 lead. And then Dembele scored in the last minute to make it 3-1.
Yeah.
Bit shit for Villa.
Yeah.
They would have been the villains would have been happy to take a point to take 1 goal difference, I think it's a bit too far now. That's a bit of a spoiler. And then obviously Arsenal won 3-0 against, who was it? Atletico Madrid. Wanderers, was it?
Real Madrid, mate.
They beat fucking Real Madrid 3-0. Now, Declan Rice will never do that again in his career, just to clear that thing. I do think, just ignore what this boy's about to say for the next 25 minutes. We'll end the debate. That's the second best free kick in the Champions League. The second one.
Get out of here.
It's not the first.
Bro,
Now, I've watched it on replay.
we are a week after the free kick itself.
I've still watched it 6,000 times. I agree.
If that debate is still lingering now,
The debate's lingering.
It tells you that it is.
Okay.
If people are still watching that free kick now, it tells you that it is.
I've watched the Messi free kick.
If it wasn't just a 24-hour trending thing, people will be watching that
First
for
one.
years to come.
I agree. The second one's better than the first one.
Yeah.
No shadow of a doubt. It's top 3 ever.
One.
Of course it is.
Leave it to the people. Leave it to the people.
You love that fucking saying. You're getting slaughtered by the Auckland video, by the way. I'm just saying.
No, actually, I disagree.
Okay.
The Auckland fans are coming around in.
Up the port. Salam.
Yeah.
Have your little moment.
All right. People doubted me. People doubted my team.
I doubted you, Salam.
People.
Did your parents doubt you, Salam? Or
My dad thought
Did
it would
Dad?
be a draw.
Dad thought it was
My dad thought it would be a draw. Yeah, but people doubted it. I said it with a straight face, and I believed it. And to this day, I still believe what I said. I'm not gonna say that. I don't think we'll go to the Bernabeu and smash them.
Oh, it's good.
We could lose, but after that, after seeing how we played against them and how we tactically pretty much dismembered them, we could go there and win. No, after seeing that, Tom,
Okay, no problem.
I'd rather get PSG than Aston Villa. Just letting you know, I'd much rather. I hate playing Aston Villa. They're one of those teams where I hate watching my team play.
Much rather get PSG than Aston Villa.
Because Aston Villa, especially Unai Emery is the last manager you want to play in a quarter final of a big European
Semi-final,
competition.
by the way.
And I'm like a quarter final, what a semi final. But on the game,
Arsenal fans are used to getting to that semi-final stage.
on the game itself, bro,
It's great. It's okay.
could have been 6 or 7.
been 6.
Could have been 6 or 7. Courtois, fucking amazing.
Best keeper in the world.
Best keeper in the world. Best keeper in the
for
world.
the whole podcast.
He is amazing. He stopped Martinelli from scoring. He stopped, I think,
What was the
Saka.
triple save? What was the triple save?
Was it Martinelli?
Martinelli and Marino?
I think so.
Yeah.
I'd
Alaba
pray
off the
it was.
line, yeah.
Saliba's big booty stopped the freaking
just
a partay corner off the line. And then you had just
There was 3 or 4.
tactically,
There was 3 or 4.
Lewis Skelly.
Miles.
Miles Lewis Skelly.
Calafioro's not coming back.
Cause Ben White, Timber on the other side. Ben White's not coming
Ben White's
back.
gone.
Freaking Kivior, my big Kiwi. You know, he
He's
stood
Polish.
up.
He's Polish.
Vinny had no chance. Vinny was just shut down by Timber. You had Mbappe and Rodrigo on the other side. Miles Lewis Skelly controlled the attack and the defense. He's 18. 18, bro. You cannot tell me that there is a better teenager in the world right now that's not Miles Lewis Skelly
Nope.
in what he's doing.
There is.
And it's
Doué.
not Lamine Yamal.
Doué.
Who?
Desiree Doué.
Crazy good.
Crazy good. That's the region of Neymar.
Brother,
That's the
Miles
region
Lewis
of Neymar.
Skelly played his
And
first
that-
Premier League game this year. You got Miles Lewis Skelly played his first Premier League game this year. Got his first England cap this year. Scored on his first England cap.
Yep.
Done what he done to freaking Rodrigo. And then if you look at how he pushed off half the midfield just to get through to the attack to get the free kick for us to score. He's 18. That can't be. I think he's just turning 18 as well.
Doué has a different level.
Seeing
Desiree
it here.
Doué.
I'm seeing it
That's
here,
the,
bro.
that's the region of Neymar.
I'll be honest with you.
He's doing things that I've never seen before.
I think that he could be that next player. But the problem with France and Spain and all these countries, you get these 1 or 2 that pop up every year. And then in a year and a half time, they end up signing with, I don't know, Napoli or some freaking team somewhere.
This fucker's on a different level, by the way.
No.
This has been called the region of Neymar.
Correct.
This has been called the region of Neymar.
Correct. It's happened a lot. But you look at Cavara, for example. Cavara's killing it at PSG.
Fuck, see the goal.
Amazing. Beautiful. But it always takes that move. You know, he's at PSG now. Beautiful. But what are you going to do? I need to see more of Doué. I need to see more. Miles Lewis Skelly's doing it on an international level. He's doing it on a club level. He's doing it in Europe. And let's not talk about Saka. Saka dog walking Alaba. Martinelli, he got that pum cha cha back, bro.
I think in 2 or 3 years, I think there's going to be a strong debate between Doué and Saka. And we'll see what happens.
Bro. Doué has pictures of Saka on his wall.
In your opinion.
Oh, sorry. Shout out to Thomas Partey.
Are we done with Arsenal? Can we-
Not yet. Shout out to Thomas Partey.
Oh, it's the biggest result in the existence of your club. So yeah, keep going.
We've done it before. We're yet to concede to Real Madrid in the Champions League.
Oh, you're about
ever.
to. You're just
Right. If we do, we do.
wait for my predictions.
If we do, we do.
Abdul,
Hold on. Hold on. Big shout out to Thomas Partey.
Big shout out to fucking the whole mandem. Yep. Next. We get it. We
Full
get
credit
it.
to the boys. Nah, shout out to Thomas. Bro, if he leaves at the end of the season,
You'll be a very sad man.
no, we're going to struggle to replace him. Because Rice, the way he's playing in the 8 at the moment, there's no replacing that. There really isn't. And even Moreno up front, that finish.
Yep, we're gonna watch it. We're gonna
That
we're gonna-
finish. Bro, I think Arteta deserves a bit more credit than he gets.
Okay, no problem. Leg 2, Salam. Aston Villa at home to PSG.
Yep.
3-1 to PSG favour. How do you see that going?
2-0 Villa. PSG on penalties.
PSG and penalties. Yeah, I'm going Villa 2-1. So Villa 2-1 win on the day, but PSG will have them.
Yeah.
Dortmund Barcelona 4-0 to Barca. Dortmund at home. I'm gonna go 2-0 Dortmund.
2-1 Barca.
I'm gonna go 2-0 Dortmund. I think it's not enough. We'll leave Arsenal to last. Thursday, Salam, on the 17th. Inter and Bayern. Inter at home, they carry a 2-1 lead. Watch it now. Watch the space. This is going to be the most filthiest game of an Inter back five you've ever seen. Get ready for a 0-0. Get ready.
Oh, I agree.
Or a 1-0 Inter.
No, I agree. 0-0.
So Inter win it. That's fuck it. It's big for Inter semi-final. Now, Salam, no delusion here.
Yeah.
Real Madrid at the Bernabeu, 3-0 down.
Yeah.
We saw Ancelotti on the on the vape today, so he's ready to go. And Mbappe's fucking copped the suspension, so he's fit and ready for the game. No delusion
No delusion.
at the Bernabeu when you're ready.
1-0 Madrid.
Okay, no delusion.
I stick by what I said.
No problem, you're allowed to.
To be honest with you, that's me being like, you know what? I think it could happen. I genuinely think if we go over there and we play how we usually play defensively, we could snatch a win.
Okay.
My head says 1-0 Madrid.
Mm-hmm.
My other side of my brain, 2-1 Arsenal.
3-0 Madrid win on penalties.
Brother, we haven't conceded 3 goals since December 2023. It's been 86 matches since we've conceded 3 goals. Do you think if we rock up with the filthiest back four...
Have you ever been to the Bernabeu?
Have you ever been to the Bernabeu?
I actually have.
Me personally? No.
Okay. Something's fucking magical inside that place.
Yeah.
Don't know what it is.
Yeah.
Don't know what it is. I just don't see a world where Madrid somehow don't sneak something. Whether it's the ref, whether it's the fucking footballing gods, some say there is, whether it's this magical aura around the stadium, whether it's the players showing up on the day,
Yeah.
I just, for some reason, see it on pens.
Brother, if Madrid get through, and I'll say this on camera,
Here we go.
I will wear a Chelsea kit next episode. Happy to wear a
I
Chelsea
want
kit.
something more.
What do you want me to do? Rock up a freaking...
Careful.
What do you want more?
I would like a Chelsea kit, and I would also like you to say that Luka Modric is a better player. than
No.
Kepa.
I will wear a Chelsea kit.
Yep. Anything with Croatian thing we're going to represent.
Yeah, already, Croatia's not as like... It doesn't. I could wear a Croatia. It doesn't bother me. I
So
could wear Croatia jersey out. It doesn't... I
Yeah,
don't
so you
care.
would as well? Just like
Huh?
him? So you would?
What?
So if I found you Croatia jersey in your size, would you?
Yeah, but I'm not going to flaunt it like, look at me, I'm wearing a Croatia
I'm
jersey.
asking you, but would you? Just
Yeah,
for-
but I don't have...
Well,
I don't have... But no. I don't have an angst. It doesn't bother me. I could wear
Oh,
it
no,
on
but it
camera.
would make me a very happy man.
Good for you.
So on camera, would you like to say that you would wear a Croatia jersey?
I just said it before.
Croatia.
I'm not saying it again.
So for 2 episodes in a row, you would wear.
No.
So
If I've said it, I've agreed. I'm not going any further.
So
than
one
that.
episode Chelsea, and
No.
the next episode is Croatia.
No, I don't care. I'm not wearing a Croatia jersey.
So you're not.
No. Not because you just said it. Because I'll wear it out. I don't have to wear it on the episode. I don't care.
You wear it in the episode. I'll make it. No.
But when it comes to angst and me, like there's things you wouldn't catch me wearing.
Yeah.
One of them's a Wanderers jersey on camera. And another thing is a Chelsea jersey.
You've been caught before on a
Yeah.
jersey.
Now, I feel much safer wearing a Chelsea kit on camera than a Wanderers kit on camera.
Nice. Love how you've done that. Question. Would you like Hazard or Palmer? I'll go both.
Bro, you can. Your jersey's not going to fit me anyway.
It's
So
okay. Oh, okay. For this momentous occasion, I think I'll get one done for you.
no, look,
Who would you like on the back?
I don't care. You could put Drogba. I don't. Whoever you
Would
want.
you like your own name with a number?
No, I don't.
Ooh, that
No.
might be a good idea.
Listen,
Producer, what number should we get him? Should we get him 3 for the Madrid goals? I like that.
I think you should get 2-1 for Arsenal to win at Bernabeu.
No chance.
listen.
No chance.
Real Madrid are going to suffer.
There we go.
No chance.
Listen, I'm going to say this now. If Madrid get through, B, it's going to be rigged.
Here we go.
B, it's going to be probably the worst Arsenal performance. They need to score 4 goals.
All 3.
No. Let's be real. Bro, if we're conceding 3, we're scoring at least 1 or 2.
We'll find it.
And you know that.
I'm just saying we'll find it.
They suffered at the
Okay,
Emirates.
so
They
we'll find
suffered.
We'll find out.
Yes, it's magical at the Bernabeu. Coming back from a goal is one thing. Coming back from 2 is one thing. Coming back from 3, and if they do that, fair fucking play to Ancelotti. Fair play. But it's not happening.
Did you see the eyebrow flick in the interview?
Right? He can flick his freaking finger up.
He's been on that. He's been on that eyebrow machine.
I don't
He's
care.
He's ready to fucking go.
He can do as many eyebrow freaking tricks as he
It's
wants.
the eyebrow curls. Have you seen it?
He can sit there with
He's got 3 sets of 10 reps.
He can sit there with Carla Ancelotti and do his eyebrows whenever he
The
wants.
wife's not named Carla, by the way.
But if we're conceding 3 goals, brother, you know for a fact that we're scoring, which means they're gonna have to score 4
okay.
or 5.
Maybe fucking 6.
And if Arsenal concede 5, something's wrong.
Look,
We had a red card against Manchester City, a full fit Man City. We sat in our box for 45 minutes, and guess what? We conceded in the fucking last second of the game.
If Luka Modric scores and gets the 3rd,
Look, it is what it is. If we lose, we lose. I'm happy for that. That Madrid game for me is probably the best moment I've had ever as an Arsenal fan. Because
hasn't been many.
Yeah, but when you've seen our club through the gutters,
Yep.
and now we're in a position where you're coming to watch your team play, and they're battering the best team in the world, like battering. Like this is a team that's won 15 Champions Leagues. This is a team who has Mbappe, Vini, and Rodrigo up front, and Bellingham in midfield, and then casually has Camavinga, Tchouaméni rotating in the squad.
Valverde.
When you've got players like Bukayo Saka who are from your academy, who have come up through your club, and they're doing stuff like that, and you've got players like Miles Lewis-Skelly who's 18, and 1 year he'd been killing it for the last God knows how long. It is.
We'll see what happens.
I don't care. We could lose, but that moment alone for me as a fan is enough. Now, yeah, you'll say, "Oh, yeah, but you should want to win the Champions League." I want to win it, but if we leave with that moment,
No problem.
this is a bit inspirational. This is what Arsene Wenger envisioned. This is what he wanted when they built that Emirates Stadium. This is the moments they wanted, and I'm going to link it to a conversation we've had prior.
One moment that made you fall in love with football.
No.
Moment, yeah.
We talk about the A-League and how it is now, and the 20 years and the stadiums and all of that. Maybe it's going to take a bit of time. Maybe in 20. Remember, our league was born in 2004. That reminded me that it takes some time to get to where you want it to be and build that culture and that success. We might get there in 20 years, might get there in 30 years. When we get there, we get there. But all I'm trying to say, if Real Madrid get through, I'm happily wearing a Chelsea kit next week.
And a Croatia
And
something.
that is, bro, I will wear a Serbia kit the week after.
That offends me.
That's what I'm telling you. Like,
If Arsenal win, you're wearing a fucking Arsenal jersey.
he wears one to sleep, bro.
Sorry. Emil Smith-Rowe is one of my...
No. Oh, no. If Arsenal win, are you that confident Real Madrid's getting through? Are you that confident?
What's the forfeit? No, I need to know the fault before I commit. Why are you laughing, Salam?
You're wearing a Sydney FC jersey.
Nah, sorry, I can't do that. No, that I can't do. Sorry. That not...
That or a Bosnian national jersey.
No.
Why not?
I don't want the Bosnians, but...
All right. Okay, I'll put you in a MacArthur jersey.
No, I can't do that, sorry.
Nah, it's MacArthur. Fair enough. He's wearing a MacArthur
No,
jersey of
no,
Arsenal.
I'm not consented.
Even better, Perth Glory.
No
problem.
It's like wearing a
Perth.
charity event shirt. Yeah. There goes all our Perth Glory working events. What's the forfeit?
There's no forfeit for
No,
me.
for you.
I've got nothing to
Are you
lose.
that confident? No, but you're speaking like, they're gonna win.
I just think they've got a strong chance.
No. How confident
What's
are you
the
out of
forfeit,
10?
Salam? I need to know.
Well, we've given you 3 forfeits already. You declined.
Well, none of them I'm doing.
Yeah, but knowing you, you're gonna bitch out all of them.
Nope. Yep.
Atletico Madrid, Griezmann.
Oh
Not the French one. I want you at the end. Atletico Madrid, Griezmann.
no.
We'll get Pagano to bring one.
No, you dare. I'm not doing a French kid.
Yeah, no, not doing.
Okay, Atletico Madrid, Griezmann, and you're wearing Griezmann on the front.
Nah, that's
Yes. That's fair. That's fair. That's fair. That you know how painful,
Not
it is?
Griezmann, no.
Brother. I had a freaking bet with Sophie Harding. I didn't even want to buy the jersey. I went to Rebel Sports in the change room, took a photo of it, left. I hate Chelsea. You know how much I hate Chelsea? You're wearing a Griezmann kit if Real Madrid lose. If Real Madrid don't make it through.
I'll buy it for you.
But not on his name.
No, Griezmann's there.
No.
Griezmann's there. It's got to mean something.
It does mean
It's got. That's what I'm saying.
Sorry.
That's what I'm saying.
I can't do sorry.
Yeah, but this is what I mean.
Fine, I'll do it.
There we go. All right, guys, we're gonna end it there. So, if Arsenal lose and Real Madrid make it through to the next round of the Champions League, I will be happily wearing a
So when's this video coming out? It's got to come out before Thursday.
Yeah, we're up for Thursday. Yeah, that's fine. So I'm gonna say this so we can clip this.
It's got to be out before Thursday.
If Real Madrid go through the next round of the Champions League, Abdul will be wearing a Chelsea kit on the
And
next
something
episode.
with Croatia. That's also part of it. And,
Right.
yeah, you got more on the line.
That doesn't piss me off. I'm happy to wear. It's not a forfeit.
So
but
he's doing that yet, Carrie?
I'm happy.
So Chelsea and Croatia, yeah.
That isn't a forfeit. That's
I don't
just.
care.
That's just.
That's to make Thomas happy. Man.
That's,
And what's your worst? The Chelsea player that terrorized Arsenal.
well, there's
Oh,
plenty
that's
of them,
a-
bro.
that's a-
Any of them, bro.
Nice.
Arsenal went through a bad moment. If Real Madrid don't go through in the next round of the Champions League, Thomas is wearing an Atletico Madrid Antoine Griezmann jersey. On the episode, with Griezmann on the front. He's going to flip it and wear it like that. Proudly brought to you by either the Corner Post or Nick Pagano, one of the two. Anyway, on that note, it's been a long-ass episode. We have places to get to in the morning, Thomas. And we have drives home and sleep. A lot of things, actually.
Sleep's one of those precious commodities, Abs, that I think you're going to need after Madrid terrorise your defence.
Also, happy Easter to everyone celebrating.
Thank you, Salam.
Yes.
Thank you, Salam. Happy Easter to all our followers and happy Holy Week, liturgical week. It's an important week, so hope all is good to you and hope the Easter Bunny comes well. If anyone wants to buy me a chocolate, my favourite is Humpty Dumpty from Cadbury.
The fuck is Humpty Dumpty from Cadbury?
The egg that's full of Smarties inside.
Is that a Humpty Dumpty?
It's called Humpty Dumpty. Oh. What's your favourite egg, Salam?
These cookies.
So anything Cadbury, Salam will accept.
None of that cheap shit from.
Red tulip.
Nah,
We're not
I don't
going
want
red
that.
tulip.
I don't want that cheap shit that's been sitting in every nonna's freaking table next to the dining room with like chocolate. Yeah, that when you open it, it's like half.
We want premium.
We want premium. So we want Lindt, Cadbury, Lindt. Who else do we have? Any Viral
For a
Dubai.
share?
Any Viral Dubai chocolate, we'll happily accept as well.
We might not eat, we might resell because those fuckers go for a fortune.
$25 a bar.
I went through drive-through for Gloria Jeans.
Yeah.
And they had 3 different flavours prepared for me.
On-
So if I want, that would have been $75
Yeah.
for a fucking chocolate.
Yeah, I know. Viral, bro.
Viral.
Viral Dubai.
We
It's
should
like,
fucking
it's
grab
like
one.
this Viral Dubai pillow. Extra Viral Dubai stickers on the front.
Salam, what's that logo on the front?
Hold on. With extra Viral Dubai zippers on the side. You can see they're viral, so they take a bit longer to get through there. And extra Viral Dubai fluff on the inside. $99.99 just for your head to sleep.
Available through drive-through?
Available through drive-through at viraldubai.com.
.com.
No, I'm joking.
Sponsored by LFC.
On that note, and drive safely. It's double demerits on the weekend.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, Salam. Everyone still has their license, which is good as in tax. So everyone can still come to the EBIT.
I need to talk to people about some. No, I've got my license still. A few fines have come in the mail, and yeah, again, unfortunate fines there. They weren't bad speeding. I was caught in a
Might be just enough.
on the M5. It went down to 40. I didn't realise it went down to 40 because there was no one in the M5.
Oh, you know what 30 reminds me of? 3 goals Arsenal.
Three goals to Arsenal.
They've got a 3-0 lead, and it's gone. It's going to be.
Mate, anyway, I can't wait to see you on a Griezmann kit. Let's
That's
go.
going to be a bad day for me.
On that note, it's been a pleasure. There won't be an episode next week. There will be a special episode. It's the things we the football challenges
Salam.
we done with the Gordon sisters.
Yeah,
I've forgotten how to
that's right.
speak English.
Spoiler alert, because we love spoilers, Salam.
Yeah.
I did score the best goal today.
That does not matter. Anyway,
It does.
anyway,
Left foot.
On
Weak
that
foot.
note.
Top right, top left.
Thomas, who have you been?
Alan Thatchich.
All right, Alan. I've been Ufuk Tele.
Alan predicts a 3-0 to Madrid. Anyway,
I'll ask Alan on the weekend. I'll see what he
ask Alan,
says.
see what he says. The result will be already over by the weekend, but anyway. I've been Thomas.
I've been Abs.
We have been UBF. Ciao.
Ciao, ciao.
Good. What's the total episode on that? Total.